Welcome to part 1 of the two-part series called A World View of Animal Law. Interview with Bruce Wegman, vegan. An expert strategist and true friend to animal people, Bruce Wegman is a law attorney who has defended the rights and safety of people from the animal kingdom for almost 3 decades. His endeavors have covered a wide range of legal matters, including litigation, education, legislation, overseeing rescue operations, and consultation. He has worked on behalf of many species, domestic and wild, including alpaca, bear, bird, cat, chicken, chimpanzee, chinchilla, cow, deer, dog, dolphin, duck, elephant, elk, ferret, geese, goat, gorilla, horse, lion, mice, monkey, pig, rabbit, shark, turkey, whale, and wolf people. Mr. Wegman has published 2 major works, including the leading casebook for law schools nationwide, Animal Law Cases and Materials, and the global survey of animal laws entitled A World View of Animal Law. Today, we are honored to invite Bruce Wegman to share his journey with us. He begins by speaking about how he became vegan.
My vegan journey began in 1992. I attended a conference of the American Bar Association in San Francisco, and there was a session called Animal Law, and I didn't know what that meant, and so I went. And as of that day, I was a meat-eating, leather-wearing, regular old American, and we walked in, and it was an hour session. We heard about how animals are exploited and tortured for food. And I don't remember a lot of things this clearly in my life, and I've never had any other kind of revelation, but I went with my wife. We walked out about 20 feet from the classroom. I looked at her. She looked at me. We both had tears streaming down our face. And I said to her, "It's over, isn't it?" And she knew exactly what I meant because we went vegan immediately. What was over was really our former life as people who didn't understand what happened to animals and as people who ate animals or animal products. We just immediately converted.
Bruce Wegman is currently involved in many animal people welfare organizations such as the San Francisco SPCA or Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Marine Humane, and Front Range Equine Rescue.
I represent, as a lawyer, a whole number of animal welfare groups, like the Humane Society of the United States, Farm Sanctuary, many sort of vegan organizations. And my work for them is based always on a pro-animal, for the animals approach. I teach animal law at Stanford and Berkeley Law School and Hastings College of the Law. Those are 3 law schools in the Bay Area. I've been honored to be involved in writing this book, Animal Law, which is a book that's used around the country and in my classrooms as well to teach students animal law. My work for the animal organizations involves both litigation, so lawsuits, as well as consultation on various issues, developing new policy to help animals and to make this a more humane world for animals. I've been doing this work basically since 1992. Since 2004, I've been doing exclusively animal law. It's because it's the work of my heart. People say, "What's your job?" And I say, "I don't have a job. I have a calling." Because I feel like I am drawn to this. I feel like if I'm doing this to deserve the air I breathe on the planet, because I wouldn't do anything else. And so I feel like it's just what I have to do. And I feel so blessed to be able to do it with my law degree.
Vegan, because we have a better choice.
Magnanimous viewers, let's take a moment to pray that all people swiftly adopt the planet-protecting vegan lifestyle. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television.
Of the 10 million users within VSafe, 7.7% of them had to seek medical care after vaccination. That is an incredibly high percentage, it appears to me.
Vegan, the final solution to steer away from the pandemic spiral. Part 2 of 4. Please watch on Saturday, October 29th, to learn about some of the potential serious side effects of COVID vaccines.
Missed your show? Watch or download it free at suprememastertv.com/download.
Welcome back to a world view of animal law interview with Bruce Wegman, vegan, part 1 of 2, as Mr. Wegman reflects on some of his successful cases.
I do cases for single animals and single individual clients, and I do cases that impact literally billions of animals, like chickens and pigs. So the big farm animal cases impact so many billions of animals, so you could say those are the biggest successes. Or you could say that when I help somebody, when I save a dog from being killed, to that person who I helped and that dog, that's the most successful case. But one of the cases I always remember is a case in which we rescued 350 dogs from a horrible neglect hoarding situation in North Carolina. And it was early on in my career. And nothing ever felt so big and huge as being able to get all of those dogs out of that horrible situation and into great homes.
Mr. Wegman now talks about his toughest cases.
There's tough cases legally, and then there's tough cases emotionally. I often say to people that I have the best job in the world and the worst job in the world. And it's the best job because I get to do what I want from my heart. It's the worst job because I spend a lot of time crying, because I have to read about what's happening to the animals who I'm fighting for. And that just breaks my heart. I can't help but cry. So that makes this work very hard. And I know a lot of people students who come to me and say, I can't do this. I can't face this all the time. To me, it's like I have to do that. And then there's the hard legal cases. You know, currently we've got a case in the Supreme Court of the United States with the pork industry trying to stop California's laws that provide for humane confinement. That's a tough case because we're before the Supreme Court and we've got the pork industry against us.
Lawyer Bruce Wegman tells us what keeps him going.
So back in about early 2000s, I think, I saw a very early film made by Farm Sanctuary. I think it was the first version of Peaceable Kingdom.
Peaceable Kingdom is a documentary that examines a moral awakening happening among numerous farmers who have begun to doubt their inherited way of life. They refuse to kill our animal friends and have become vegans as a new way of life. In the film, Farm Sanctuary is born.
It really drives home this breaking of the bonds between a mother and a baby. it's like you innately know that this is not right. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel so bad about it. I wouldn't feel so sad. It's like a bit of your soul dies every time you do it.
And I was so distraught. And I spent a couple of weeks sort of crying. And so I decided to stop and to move away. And two of my best clients, one of whom was the founder of Farm Sanctuary, said, "You can't leave, Bruce. You have to continue because you're helping the animals. And if you leave, you'll be turning your back on the animals." And I listened to him. I'm still here. Now I never think about turning back or stopping.
Mr. Wegman also founded Project Chimps, a chimpanzee people sanctuary that is home to chimpanzee retirees from a research laboratory.
So Project Chimps came about in 2014 when we decided that we would ask the New Iberia Research Center in New Iberia, Louisiana, if they would let us rescue and retire their chimpanzees. And shockingly to us, they said yes. So it was sort of a crazy idea, if you will, that we thought would never happen, and it turned out it did happen. We then purchased a 236-acre property in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and as of today, we're in June of 2022, as we record this, we've got 90 chimpanzees, and we hope to have 200 eventually when we finish.
Our heartfelt thankfulness to Bruce Wegman for sharing his experiences with us and dedicating his legal expertise to save the noble animal people that grace our planet. We look forward to learning more about his works in the next episode. Supreme Master GIệnh I gladly present Bruce Wegman the Shining World Compassion Award with all love, gratitude, and the best wishes as you continue to nobly safeguard the welfare of the animal people. May God protect you and your loved ones always. Supreme Master GIệnh I is deeply grateful to the most merciful, beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassionate love towards His precious children. For more information on the worldview of animal law, please visit cap-press.com and search for a worldview of animal law.
Vegan every day keeps doctors at bay.
Beloved viewers, thank you for your gracious presence today. Join us again November 4th for part 2 of A Worldview of Animal Law, interview with Bruce Wegman, vegan. Coming up next is Okapi people, the mysterious residents of the Ituri forest, right after noteworthy news, here on Supreme Master Television. May the love and compassion within us be extended to all sentient beings.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL.